I just got off the phone with President Trump, who discussed the situation with Iran as the 60-day memorandum of understanding expires. The president told Fox News Iran should raise the white flag of surrender. He went on to say, I have no time schedule. I'm not in a hurry. The president indicating that the U.S. naval blockade is continuing to put new economic pressure on the Iranian regime, despite what...
All right, so guys, every time I come here, I come from the Persian channel, and I'm watching meet the media inside Iran and what people on both sides are talking about inside Iran. When he says the blockade is putting pressure, I don't know if people understand how bad things are getting. Like, it is working, and it's working a lot. Everything is breaking apart more than most people realize. Like, it's painful, very painful right now inside Iran. It's devastating. Everybody's getting hurt. Except
Can I ask a question about that?
Yes, of course.
I know that pretty much is this what destroyed the middle class? And does it affect, like, even from the far reaches in the country, which was maybe never that, integrated, all the way to the big city? I'm sure in the big city, but, like, is it hitting everywhere?
Yes, and yes. To the point where some people are saying there is no middle class left. You're either rich and you're not feeling this, or you have now stopped being middle class and you're poor.
If they just got lowered, they're going to be very resentful.
Of who?
Of the IRGC for getting them in trouble. Like, if you're in the middle class and the IRGC doing all this crazy shit just took you from middle to low class, I'm gonna guess you're not happy. You're pretty mad at the IRGC.
Yep. Yeah. It's interesting how very little people are blaming the United States. Like, there's not even that much of an attempt made to blame the United States, even though it's the U.S. blockade that is causing this and the economic fury. There is no appetite. Like, people are like, yeah, this is the Islamic Republic. Not even the regime supporters are motivated to say, like, the United States is doing this for us. There's three narratives. Either the anti-regime people that are saying this is because of the regime and the war that they brought to here, and the more jihadi people are either saying this is because of Pezeshkian's mismanagement and him, or if they're gonna want to get really spicy, they want to say that Pezeshkian is doing this on purpose to bring the next uprising, or they're saying that this is just the cost of fighting against the world evil that is Zionism and imperialism, Western imperialism, and we have to tolerate that. And it's interesting because among the jihadis now there's a division to say if this is because of the war and we chose this and we gladly pay the price. This is the temporary hardship that we have to go through to be able to fight against this world evil, and the ones who are saying, like, no, this is not because of the war. We could completely manage this economically if we didn't have Pezeshkian in power. So,
but isn't he the scapegoat? Doesn't anybody say, wait, it's Ghalibaf? This guy doesn't have any power. Or is Ghalibaf never?
Ghalibaf has managed to successfully remove himself from this conversation.
Okay, right, smart guy, I guess.
Yeah. So it's either Pezeshkian, or this is the price of fighting evil, or if you did this to us, this is because of the Islamic Republic. But it's interesting because I'm not saying people are saying, like, Americans are doing this to us. I mean, technically, what the narrative that says is that this is the price of fighting the world evil is technically blaming the Americans, but it's also at the same time admitting that we chose this, right? Which is
there's a parallel of this in Cuba. They blame Gaesa and Fidel.
Oh, Sherry gave us a super chat saying, "How are the people doing?" Not good, Sherry. Not good at all. And one thing is interesting because you see people spending more money right now on short-term pleasures, and some people think like this is a sign that things are good for some people, but if you talk to them, it's a sign of them thinking that they have no future, So they might as well just finish enjoying life now, because there's going to be nothing left for them going forward. So this is a very depressing way to look at it. But everybody, like most people, are either hoping that somehow the regime collapses, and if it doesn't, they think they have nothing left to live for, so they might as well just live it as much as they can now.
So
yeah.
Pezeshkian emerging as the sort of primary scapegoat. I mean, this seems like a would have to be a sort of like a information war success of the IR's internal propaganda. No.
Yeah, I mean, that's his own purpose.
That's his role,
making him the
right?
That's his role. Yeah, that is his role. And
So-
hey, Guy is here. Hi, Guy. Oh, go ahead.
Hey, sorry I'm late.
What's up, guy?
That's okay. Go on, Sid. You were asking a question.
Yeah, so I'm wondering, like, what is their critique of Pezeshkian? Is it incompetence, or is it like, or do they think he's a sort of a Zionist asset?
So when they want to blame the things on Pezeshkian, there's two versions of it. Either these people are incompetent and they don't know what they're doing, but more likely they know what they're doing and this is on purpose. And then when they're knowing then that also gets divided into, they're doing this on purpose to gain power for themselves against the rest, against the revolutionary Islamic part of the regime, or they're Zionists and they're doing this for the enemy, and they're doing this so that there is an uprising. So Pezeshkian already did this once and caused the early January uprising to create the conditions for the Americans and Israelis to attack to kill Ali Khamenei. They were hoping that Mujtaba Khamenei would die as well, and it failed. So now they're creating the conditions for another uprising so that they could get rid of Mujtaba as well. And they're doing this as agents of Zionists and Americans.
So I mean, I guess, like, I feel like this sort of factional festering is a positive sign.
Yes, I mean, yes. Hopefully, it will produce results soon because the people are like really separate. Okay, let me play the rest of it, I guess.
The Iranians have said publicly. He said they're good poker players, but they're dying, and that the midterms in the United States have nothing to do with the president's thinking. Now, I asked the president about these parallel talks that are taking place between Iran and Oman about control of the Strait of Hormuz. And the president told Fox News, if Oman gets in the way, we'll bomb the S out of them. We went on to talk about a variety of different regional topics, including the U.S.
Again, guys, this is new. This is new. So President Trump just warned that they're going to bomb the S out of Oman a second time. This is unprecedented. I don't think Oman ever imagined that they're going to be threatened with bombardment by the United States.
U.S. stockpiles of weapons that are currently stationed in the Middle East. The president says what we've used so far is peanuts. He went on to say the United States has a lot of mid-level weapons and that many of the more advanced systems, the president says, were given away by President Biden to Ukraine, for example, when we're talking about air defense that is needed right now in the Middle East. The president also spoke about U.S. ally Israel.
By the way, Russia is really liking this. This is one of the reasons why Russia likes the war between United States and the Islamic Republic, because Russia thinks that would mean Ukraine would get less defense if United States spends it on the Islamic Republic.
Can I respond to that real quick?
Yes, of course. Go ahead.
So, and another thing is oil. Like if oil prices rise, then theoretically Russia should be able to benefit from that because they're also a net exporter. But at the same time, there are analyses that even if Ukraine doesn't get any new defenses, like the Russian missiles are just not enough. Like they'll be able to damage like 3% of the structures in Ukraine, which sucks, but it's not going to change the war. Like Russia's losing, and that's not changing.
Right. Yeah, but it still helps.
Yeah.
My name is Armin Navabi. I'm an Iranian political analyst with decades of experience fighting the Islamic regime inside and outside of Iran.
Make sure you follow me for more, and also make sure you join our discussion group. I'm there almost every single day. Come talk to me there and the rest of the people there in our group calls. It's a great place to meet and talk to people who like talking about politics. The link is in the description and or in the bio. You could also get there by scanning the QR code on the screen. See you there.